Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Anuj Nirmal, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys how to make an invoice. So I will also give you a format that you can use later on. So let's get started. As you can see, this is a Word document that I have created, and I will link the exact same document in the description so you guys can also use the same format. So I have used this many time in my company to raise invoice to my client, and I did not face any issues, so I'm sure it will work out for you as well. So let's see what all information we need to include. So usually on the top we have the name of the company. If you don't have the name of the company, just exclude it, it's not that important. Then we have the word invoice, just to say that this is an invoice. And then we have two important pieces of information. One is remit to, and then one is bill to. Bill to is basically where you enter your client's detail. Like for example, in this case my client is XYZ Limited, so I have entered those information here. And in remit 2 you add your own information. So let's check the remit 2. Inside remit 2 I have entered control Z software LLP because I usually bill my client using my company's name. In case you don't have a company, what you should do is you just write your name and then you write a address, you write your own personal address, and after that you mention your state code and country, and below that you enter PAN, TAN. So lot of information like TAN and GST you would have only if you have a company, so enter it if you have it. If not, then just ignore it. Then you enter the invoice number, like I have entered CZ for control Z, and then the year, and then the number. So this is the format that I use just for easy understanding. And then you also have a invoice date. Then bill to, we just write the name of the company, your client basically, and then their address. In this case you don't need to mention their state code or state code or states. You can just write directly write country, that's also fine. And then below that we enter description, so what you are charging them for exactly. So as you can see here I have written software development and the cost is 3000 rupees. Of course this is just a dummy number, we don't make softwares for 3000 rupees. And if you are selling some products or any other service, you mention it here. You can add more. It's not that you are limited to one. In case you are a freelancer who charges based on per hour rate, then you can also mention the number of hours you took to complete the project, or completed number of hours you took to finish the task. So let's say you took 40 hours and your per hour rate is 100 rupees, then you just do 100 into 40 and then just enter the amount here, and then you write it total in words. So once you are done with description and amount, then you need to enter how you are going to receive your money. So a lot of people nowadays include UPI ID as well. I do not accept money using UPI, so I have not included. But if you do, you definitely need to add your UPI or any other sources. Like for example, maybe you might accept payment from PayPal. So write that information as well. But let's keep it basic and just add bank details. So under bank detail, what you need to enter is just company name, then your bank name, account number, IFC code, and also enter branch. So why I think you should mention your branch name is because usually when your client is transferring money, most of the banks, what they do is if you enter IFC code, they show that which branch it belongs to. So it just makes them gives them more credibility that yes, this is the correct information that they are entering, right? If you are accepting international payments, then you also need to include SWIFT code. Apart from that, you just write for your name or your company name, and then just write a sign. This information that I usually add in the footer, it's not required, but it's good just to add it. So what I do usually is I write the company name here, and then I write the address in the footer. Then I write all the other pieces of information that my clients might need. Like for example, if I have GST, I will write GST. If I have PAN, CIN number, TAN number, I just write those informations as well, right? So this is how you make an invoice. I have raised hundreds of invoice to my client and I have not received any issue. This has worked for me. And also remember guys, your invoices don't have to look super beautiful or super crafted. It can just be simple, because remember guys, the invoices are going to go to finance team, and the most important thing that they need to do is look at the information, the data that's there. If you make it very beautiful and just try to adjust your number description in creative way, then it might cause problem to finance team, who are usually in hurry, or maybe what they do is usually by towards the end of the month they take all the invoices and process it. So it might cause issue to just find the basic details, and it might cause trouble to them. So it's just better to keep it very simple, so that they can see the most important data and information right there in your invoice and process the amount, right? So I will leave the link to this invoice in my description. You can download it, you can make a copy, and you can use it. You can also customize the format little bit. Just try to stick with the format if you want, but you can definitely, you're free to customize it. In next video, let's learn about what are debit notes, when to use it, and how to exactly make it, and I will also share the format for that as well. Till then, bye bye.